So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to this very special episode of Air Mix. And today we have with us the newly elected Mayor of Delhi, Dr. Shelly Oberoi. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
And she is in Brisbane attending the 2013 Asia Pacific City Summit and Mayors Forum. The forum, which has over 100 mayors and delegates from over 130 cities. More about that, we will talk to Mayor herself. We are fortunate that Dr. Shelly Oberoi, Mayor of Delhi, has agreed for this interview exclusive to AMX. Once again, Mayor Oberoi, welcome to the studios and indeed welcome to Brisbane.
Thank you so much.
And first of all, congratulations on your appointment. And we understand that now the municipality of Delhi is now unified, not like before East-West. And so now, with the unification, how is it working forward? How effective is it in terms of governance?
First of all, I'm really thankful to Honorable Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, who has given me such big responsibility, and he has repeated me for the second time, and it's such a big responsibility. Earlier, the Municipal Corporation of Delhi was trifurcated. We had 3 zones and there were 3 mayors, but after the unification, after the delimitation, now the entire Delhi, the entire corporation is under one unit and we have a single mayor. So India is let me tell you that India is one of the second largest corporation. Delhi is one of the second largest corporation in India, and after Mumbai, and we have the 20 million of population in Delhi, and we have 250 wards, we have 250 councillors, so with a huge population and the larger area, and so many things we are covering under the corporation, and which comes under the jurisdiction of the MCD. So there are around 40 to 45 departments which comes under us. So we are trying to make it a very well organized corporation, because people have chosen us. People of Delhi have believed us in Aam Aadmi Party, and they have trusted us, and they have seen a transformation which happened in the state government, in the Delhi government. They want to have the similar model in the corporation. So they have a lot of expectation, they have a lot of hope, and also we have done a lot of promises also to the Delhi people, and we are trying to fulfill one by one every promise, and maybe in the coming 2-3 years we will see a better, greener and the more cleaner Delhi.
Thank you very much for that. I'm always a firm believer in unification, and I think having that one mayor, in my view, is a very, very positive, step. And congratulations on that, and on Aam Aadmi Party and Chief Minister as well for having that vision to move forward. And I think one of the key points that you mentioned there is about, taking baby steps, one step at a time, and moving forward, which leads me into the next question, which is, many times a lot of people talk about a lot of pollution in Delhi. It has lately come under the spotlight. So, moving forward, and also people have sometimes talked about poor air quality. So what is the situation there, and what is being planned for the future?
See, generally in Delhi, the pollution doesn't come under the jurisdiction of the corporation. It comes under the Delhi government. But still, we are working on the sustainability. We are working on the waste. We are working on the solid waste management. We are working on the waste segregation. We are working on the recycling of the waste. In Delhi, we have 3 big landfills, and we are trying to work on those landfills. And 24/7, the biomining is going on there. We are having 3 waste to energy plants. We have we have 5 CNG plants, and recently last week the Honorable CM has inaugurated the India's largest CNG plant. So we are trying to recycle the waste and trying to produce products out of it, and we are producing the electricity, we are producing the fertilizers, we are producing the bricks and the tiles, so that we can utilize waste, we can generate revenue out lot of those. And really in the coming times, now if you will see in last 6 months or 8 months, the Delhi is more greener. But the important point is the corporation, the officers, the leaders, we are doing their job, but it is the community participation, it's the public awareness that is important. So we have started under the leadership of Honorable CM a mega Safai Abhiyan, which is the Ab Delhi Hogi Saaf. So under this Safai Abhiyan, we have more than 3,000 people as a team, and it involves the councillors, it involves the MLAs, the officers, as well as the general public. On ground zero, we are visiting, even I am visiting to every ward along with the deputy mayor as well as the leader of the house. We are going and telling the people, we are educating the people, we are trying to create awareness among them that it's our duty as a responsible citizen of Delhi, it's our duty to adopt the responsible behavior to make city clean, because दिल्ली तो दिल वालों की है जैसे सब बोलते हैं. तो we are trying to create that awareness among them that हमारी जिम्मेदारी है दिल्ली को साफ करने की, कॉर्पोरेशन अपनी जिम्मेदारी करेगी, पर जनता को अपनी जिम्मेदारी निभानी होगी.
And once again, very well said. And looking at what you have just mentioned, कि दिल्ली होगी साफ, and that सफाई अभियान, and that the community awareness सभी कोई मिलके करेंगे साथ, and I think that will help towards the recent the flooding that we had seen around there as well.
Yeah, in past few months there was a situation, flood-like situation in Delhi, because the rain at that time, the torrential rain has broken the record of 40 years. So it was really unexpected. It was a natural kind of disaster, but the corporation has really worked hard. 24/7 the workers were working on the roads. We came out of the situation of waterlogging. We had to rehabilitate people who were living on the banks of the river Yamuna, and we all saved their lives. And now today you will see that within only a short span of time we have come out of that situation. And at that time we had the fear that a lot of dengue and malaria cases might be there because of the flood situation, but things are really under control and now everything is fine. And I'm really thankful not only to the corporation officers, also to the people of Delhi who has really helped us and supported us in this situation where the Delhi was facing a larger problem.
And that sort of led into the question, because of the Safai Abhiyan that we talked about. We are sitting on the banks of Brisbane River. If you look out the window, and even here, if there is a lot of rain, all of a sudden the drainage system can't cope. Then we need to the cleanup campaign that begins. So it's if there is a lot of rain and if the drains are clogged, and that's when it floods onto the roads and things. Well, moving on, apart from all of that, you are here as part of the Mayor's Summit. What would be some of the issues and the topics that you would be bringing to the table?
See, today I'm going to present the good governance model of Honorable CM Arvind Kejriwal in the event. I'm going to present the model which we have, which we are doing in Delhi, not only in the corporation but also in the Delhi government. And I'm going to present all the policies, all the strategies, the revolution which we have brought into the education system in Delhi government as well as in the corporation. We are trying to bring that change in the education system, the health system. And a primary job of the corporation is the cleanliness and the waste management. So today at the event I'm going to present that model, and definitely attending this summit is a very good experience I'm going to have. And more than 100 plus mayors from all over across the Asia as well as a delegation from all over the world have come to attend this event, and they have come for the participation. And surely we're going to learn from each other, and it will be a very good learning process for me. And definitely we are going to share the experience. We may be in the coming future, maybe we are going to share the resources also. We may be sharing the data, how we are dealing with the data, how we are adopting the artificial intelligence, how we're adopting the mechanized machines for cleaning the roads and sweeping. And in Municipal Corporation of Delhi, we are soon going to adopt both the things, the artificial intelligence as well as the mechanized sweeping machines. So it will be a learning experience for every one of us. And definitely in the coming times, I would like to, and let me tell you, tomorrow I'm going to visit a corporation school also, because Aam Aadmi Party has always given preference to education. We always prioritize education because we think that it is the only weapon which can bring a lot of change in the society. So the corporation of Delhi provides the primary education to the children who are from the weaker section of the society. So we need to work on that more, that how especially those children are from the background, even the parents are not that educated. So we want to provide equal and free education not only to the richer section of the community, but also to the poor people. So we're going to learn from each other.
And education is the key, and you have quite rightfully mentioned that. So that's amazing and very good to see. Now, also you talked about so many, the bilateral ties between Delhi and of course Australia, and of course at this context, it would be remiss of us not to discuss India and Australia. So of course we know that since December 2022, the trade agreement between Australia and India, how beneficial is it that going to be for both the countries?
See, always when there is a bilateral signing of the trade agreement between any country is always beneficial, because not only it's about the trade, it's about how we are sharing the resources, how we are sharing the experiences, how we are sharing the technology, and how we can adopt policies and the strategies with each other, so that ultimately the objective of any government, any country is to bring a lot of change, how we can create a very good infrastructure, how we can bring out how we can provide good services to the general public, and we know that the people are paying the taxes, how those the funds that can be utilized, and out of those funds the services can be provided to the people of the country, citizen of the country. So it's very very obvious that in the coming times that such kind of bilateral agreements are going to benefit both the countries.
And it is good to see that the benefit will be both ways.
Yeah.
It's not just benefiting one country, and I think that would be just amazing. Now, as you know, we were talking before the interview that I represent GOPIO, which is the Global Organization of People of Indian Origin. And of course, the Indian diaspora, that's about 40 million plus of people of Indian origin living outside of India. And they all love to connect with India. So, what's your take on the Indian diaspora and how they have maintained their customs and cultures overseas?
Since I'm here in Brisbane, and this is my first visit to Brisbane, and I have met a lot of Indian people here, and good to see that still they are connected with their roots. They are following their culture, and most important is that apart from not forgetting their culture, they are so well connected with each other, celebrating the festivals together, celebrating the events together. So good to see that Indian people are still connected with their own roots, and maybe in the coming times I would love that when I met so many Indian people here, and still the hospitality is still alive in them, like the Indians are known for the hospitality. So every time I met Indian here, they were like that, "Aap Delhi se aaye hain, so do come." Even the drivers who are here, the Indian drivers, "Aap Delhi se aaye hain, then do come to us for lunch and dinner." So still, I'm so happy to see that Indian culture and the Indian roots are still alive here.
And that the culture is very much alive. And what we are trying to do is spread that culture and that goodness to the wider community as well through some of the big functions like India Day Fair, where we invite the wider community to come and experience what India's got to offer, our culture, our cuisine, our costumes, and they all like to come. And it is very well supported by the 3 levels of government, and even Queensland government, the state government, has named it as an iconic Queensland event. So it is wonderful to see that happening, and it is always that is something which is within us. So that culture, and many people who were not that involved with their culture and religion, probably back home, coming here, they miss home and they like to take part in the community and the community activities. So that's how that. So, the Mayor, just in conclusion, we really appreciate your time here today. If there is anything that we haven't covered that you would like to mention to our listeners and viewers.
See, like I told you that this is my first visit to Brisbane, and it's very good to see that the government has really worked so well. The city is so well planned. The city is so clean, so green, and most important is the people are so sensible here. So they have adopted the responsible behavior. So surely I'm going to learn so many things from the Brisbane government, the council, and I'm going to take back so many things, and maybe in the coming future I'm going to implement so many things which I've learned from here. And in the coming times, I really gave my recommendation, or I can say I requested the Lord Mayor of Brisbane that we have the sister cities who are associated with the Council of Brisbane. So I have requested him that the Corporation of Delhi wants to be the part of that, and he told me that the maximum 10 sister cities can be connected and 9 are already done. So maybe in the future we can be the part of we can be the one of them. So I have given the request to him. So maybe in the coming future you will see that, and so that we can collaborate and we can learn from each other, and we can adopt the corporation policies and the council policies.
And as a multicultural advisor to Lord Mayor, I think that is something I can pursue as well, or push through.
Even
Yes.
I had worked with the council, the Archana Singh, who is the council, the Indian working in the Indian embassy. So I have asked her to help us in that too. So maybe you people can help us in becoming the member of the sister city.
And Archana ji does an amazing work. She is the Honorary Counsel for India in Queensland, and she has just done amazing work. And we have been promised that very soon we will have a full consulate office in Brisbane. Because at the moment, Queensland is quite a big state, but we don't have a consulate. We only have the Consul General in Sydney, or everyone has to go to Canberra. So that would be, if Brisbane gets a consulate, a full consulate, that would greatly, help a lot of people. At the moment, Archana ji does an amazing work, but as a part of the community, if something happens, someone needs to go to India in an emergency, they contact us. And they say, ye karna hai, or we have to go, what do? We are stuck, and things like that. And we will try and help, because we have few phone numbers and things which is been said with us. So if we can, we try and help. So it's wonderful, and I must congratulate Delhi your council. I was there in August, and this time round I could just see the cleanliness. It was very clean.
Yes, in the last 6 months, the Delhi has completely changed. We hosted G20, and the Delhi government as well as the Corporation of Municipal, they have worked very hard to host this G20 event, because the people, the delegation from all over the world, they attended that event. And you can see the area, you must be knowing about the Connaught Place, the CP area, the NDMC area, the other area which comes under the jurisdiction of MCD, that is more beautiful and more greener, more cleaner. But as a request, as a mayor, I would like to request the Delhi people that it's our responsibility to behave in a responsible way, and our objective of the corporation is to maintain that cleanliness. Our objective is to continue making Delhi more beautiful like this, like it is at present now.
Because every day I used to put on a post, and people couldn't believe that this was actually coming out of Delhi.
That the Delhi government and the PWD department has made the roads of European standards. You will see the footpaths are so beautified, a lot of greenery. We have a separate lane for the cycling. We have put the vintage lightning, the street lights. It is very beautiful at present.
And it is all just wonderful to see that that's happening, because when we go from here, that's something we will love to see. But with all, yes, and with all the progress, the one thing we should not lose, as you mentioned about vintage lighting and things like that, that there are things which are our tradition. our culture. Progress is good. It is wonderful. We need to have better infrastructure. But some of the things जो हमारी पहचान होती है,
legacy or heritage should be carried.
Exactly, that should be carried forward.
Yes, yes.
And I was so amazed at the reception I got at Taj in Delhi. The tika and mala and all those. I said, look, that was such heart touching, to see that the culture is still being alive.
The hospitality is still there.
Yes.
The Indians are very good in hospitality, so no one can beat them.
No. So once again, thank you so much for being in the show and sharing that very, very insightfully. And maybe even when you go back, we can connect via video conference and even update
We'll be
after.
We'll be in touch and love to get connected with you all.
Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of the AMX, and today we had the pleasure of having in the studios with us the Mayor of Delhi, Dr. Shelly Oberoi. Once again, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.